All right, so my friends, welcome. We're playing some Pioneer on Arena. That's right. Explorer isn't 100% Pioneer, but it's like 99%. We are missing a few cards here and there, but mostly cards that are, for brews, off meta decks, and so on and so forth. And basically, the remaining major pieces from Historic. I'm sorry, I looked at the Omnia thing there. Main bases from Pioneer that were not on Explorer on Arena, Bring to Light, Lotus Field pieces like Hidden Strings, Gale Cover Scout are all now available on Arena, which is great, thanks to Pioneer Masters. So we're playing some Pioneer on Arena, which is great. And Niv to Light here, one of the crazier decks in Pioneer, but it's actually like a viable deck. Bring to Light, of course, 5-mana spell with Converge. Search your library for a creature, instant, or sorcery card mana value less than or equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast this. Then cast it, and that's it. Just cast it for free. So, with 5 colors of mana in your deck, you can cast Niv Mizzet Reborn. So you can go get Niv Mizzet. This ETB is to reveal top 10 cards of your library. For each color pair, choose a card, put it in your hand. So, pretty insane card. Usually it's just like a 6/6 that draws like 6. Yeah, bunch of tutor targets here, a bunch of one-ofs, Deadly Cover-Up, Oligan's Command, Maelstrom Pulse, Nahiri the Harbinger, one Ancient Cornucopia, which is really good in this deck, too. I'm most surprised it's almost the only one of these. But also a Beanstalk deck and a Leyland Binding deck. This mana base here is something else, just 1,000 of different triomes and so on and so forth. Sylvan Carriage did also a big pickup in Pioneer Masters. So, deck's a blast, and now you can play it in Arena, so we're going to do that. And, yeah, Monopoly Go sponsorship's happening right now. Make sure you download the game and try it out and stuff, too. And also, folks, check this out, all right? I'm going to be playing some Big Paper Magic. That's right. Spotlight Series. I'm going to be in Atlanta at the beginning of next year, January 3rd to 5th at the SGCon, where I'll be playing in the Spotlight Series Open Tournament. And I'm super excited about these. These are a new event they announced that are basically sort of just like a big open event that qualifies you for the Pro Tour, which is awesome. I love being able to walk into a room, pay an entry fee, play a tournament, and if you win, you walk out the door with a Pro Tour invite. So top 8 players get Pro Tour invites, 50K prize pool. Gonna be an awesome event. I'll be there and come hang out, sign up, get your Terror of the Peaks, and I'll see you there. All right, let's do this. Chat, coming out with me, and let's go. It is broadcast as well. Yes, there'll be full coverage, which is awesome. So full coverage. So if you can't go, watch the coverage. Otherwise, if you can go, it'll be a lot of fun. So we are on the draw, and our opponent's taking a mulligan. We have a Caryatid and a Pillage the Bog, and no green mana. Do we keep this hand on the draw is the question. Obviously, any green source in our hand is awesome. This is tough. I kind of want to keep. It's a little sketchy, I guess. Let's just mulligan. Yeah, all right. Great. Good job. Good job, Jim. Well done.
Somebody's playing a prank.
That is a hand. This might actually be a hand of the week here. This is certainly something. All right, let's mulligan this uncastable hand into another uncastable hand. Fantastic. All right, well, should have kept the first hand, obviously. We're going to keep this. We're not going to 4. So, yeah, we're going to keep this and draw land and just Verge into Beanstalk and just cast our spells. That's going to be our plan here. So we'll be in Vanishing Verse. I guess both Vanishing Verses. All right, we got a lot of work to do here on the old mulligan to 5. No problem. Should have kept the 6. Should have kept the 7, Gotta be greedy. You gotta be greedy. Here's Razor Verge that gives our Blood Crypts. Awesome. So Blood Crypt tapped. We say go. We got Beans on 2, Fable on 3. That'll solve all our problems. Double Thicket. Go. Alright, well, bean me. We draw Passage. We should not cast Fable on turn 3, but we draw Pillage the Bog. We can cast Pillage the Bog. It's kind of cool. Alright, so just green, white. Light Pause. Saying go. So clearly have a protection spell here. We draw Temple Garden. Temple Garden's pretty cool. Yeah, sure. Alright. Ship it. Fable. We got Fable, Omnath, Binding Passage. Pretty good. Obviously, Light Pause can go pretty nuts. The Aura deck can go pretty nuts if left unchecked, and they definitely have protection spell based on how they played the first 3 turns. They got Sheltered by Ghosts. This is quite a pickup for the hexproof decks, the Bogles decks in Pioneer. Obviously, this card's absolutely insane. Just a really, really good card. Seeing a ton of play in Standard. And if you could protect the creature you put the Sheltered by Ghosts on, it is unbelievable. So, they also get a... Is it an Alpha Authority? It is an Alpha Authority. This is one of those weird fringe cards that wasn't in Pioneer, and it'd be like, oh my god, how's this card ever going to get in Pioneer? But, alright, well, they played that in Ethereal Armor, and now they have a... What is this? This is an 8/6 lifelink Ward 2 hexproof first strike flying light paws. And we're basically dead. We can binding one of the actual auras to keep us alive, and then maybe try and find a sweeper. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. So let's attack. Get our treasure. We could also Omnath, I guess, too. We could, like, Omnath, fetch land. Sure, let's do that. It's Omnath, fetch land, make some mana, get a swamp, cast Pillage the Bog. You can cast Binding, too. So we can do some stuff here. I mean, we're just looking for a sweeper, basically. Look at my shaker at the top. I feel it to, like, I don't know about here. Alright, so here's Omnath. Draw a card. We draw a Jetmer's Garden. I want to be... Yeah, we're going to binding the Ethereal Armor just to buy us some more time. We're going to gain 4 life here, too, so Omnath's doing some work. So let's crack this fetch for a black source. We can Pillage the Bog and Binding. Alright, so you get this. Trigger Omnath. So you've gained 4. Get a bunch of mana. Right, so we're going to Pillage the Bog first, I think. Binding costs 2. And Bog's looking for a Bring to Light or a Sweeper, so we can get rid of this thing. So cast Bog. 3 left over. We boggin. Top 8 cards. There's a Bring to Light. Awesome. It's also a natural Sunfall, too. Let's see. We can't Deadly Cover Up anyway. Yeah, they have Rescue for sure, but I'm just gonna take the Sunfall. Let's take Sunfall. We are going to cast this Binding. Draw a card. 1 red floating. Yeah, they clearly have, very, very clearly have the Binding. So the Auras that got a lot of big pickups, honestly. So we're going to go in here. We're going to target the... Getting back my Fable is kind of irrelevant for target Shelter by Ghost. Let's target the armor. So target the armor. Just trying to stay alive here, you know. Get rid of the armor. They can light pause in another armor, I guess. All right, we'll see what happens. What else can we do? I think we've done everything we possibly can to not die. So if they kill us, which is very, very likely here, it's still fun. All the glitters. That's 8. This one gets an Ethereal Armor. Nope. They get a Audacity. That's 11. And the Rescue's the armor. All right, sure. So, yeah. I mean, our draw, we rolled a 5. Our draw is pretty bad. What are you going to do? You know, so what we're going to do is go to sideboarding. Simple as that. So we're going to look at our sideboard, and we are going to see what? Some Thought Seizes, some Fatal Pushes. Notion Thief. Interesting. I would say we definitely want the Thought Seizes. It's only 3 Thought Seizes. Really? Man. 3 Thought Seizes, huh? And I guess they want these Fatal Pushes, too. The problem is, like, if they have the Rescue, it's, like, kind of annoying, but sure. I'll take the pushes. Do you want Campbell? They keep casting Auras. We should gain some life. King Killa, resub, thanks so much. Innocent Blood be gassy. That card's really fun. I don't think I want Campbell. Let's see. Pillage of Bog. Lightning Hooks is pretty bad, I think. Sizing not great. Niv Mizzet Supreme. Got the Niv Mizzet Supreme. Got the Roaring Furnace. Got the Nahiri. Colligan's Command's pretty bad. Clarion's pretty bad. Yeah, I guess like they're not casting all the auras, so they're like chaining them. So don't want Beato. Rest in peace. I think this is fun. Bogles is a pretty polarizing matchup. It's sort of just like, can you stop the first Boggle, yes or no? You know. Let's keep 7 this game. You know. That is not 7. Yeah. All right. Vanishing Verse. Vanishing Verse is certainly a thing. Yeah, there are obviously plenty of sideboard cards you can play if the metagame turns Bogles, you know. Nowhere to Run, Edicts, etc., etc. We're going to mulligan this. And mulligan into 3 lands versus Bog, Valky. All right, so we're going to put the Valky back into our deck. Our hand is honestly not great. Actually, we have no black mana either, but we just can't go to 5 here, so... let's cast. Let's play the white Triome and say go. Not ideal. Keeping Valky, like, they're going to play a 1-drop, so like, it doesn't really seem worth it. We're just playing Pioneer because it's a new thing, you know? It's available on Arena now, which is great. Alright. So I wanted to play the white source for Vanishing Verse, but now I'm getting punished for not playing a black source for Pillage the Bog. Hey! Our first Monopoly goer. Thanks, Legend. Appreciate it. Yeah, you play Valky so you can bring to life for it and play the Planeswalker. Man, is really awkward here. Alright. This is Ward 2. Alright, I'm just gonna play the Triumph. It's like them. You can verse on 4 if they don't put another way to protect it on it. Tower Archer? Oh, they're going wide. We're going wide, folks. We just draw the swamp naturally. Alright, that's cool. Sure, so we'll just plot this Pillage the Bog. Let's say go. We are looking for a Sweeper or a Bring to Light. We got Tower Archer, another new card for Bogles. Land coming in. Saram. Me and Saram go way back. And Audacity, sure. Yeah, we're just looking for a Bring to Light here, you know? Alright, so let's have to draw a Forest. So we can go Land, Bog. We can verse the Saram if we don't find what we're looking for. Maybe we do, I guess. We got Izzet Reborn too. Alright, let's just play Land and Bog. Unfortunately, it's kind of awkward. It's like, we kind of want to play a tap land and I'll take the damage. Depends on what we hit, though. Vanishing Verse, black. So you want to play a land before bogging, but we don't know what we're going to bog for. Passage and Crop. Yeah, that's still an untapped land. We want to put the tap land in, I think. I guess that works. Sure. All right, I'm sold. All right, so I want to play a tap land, but all right, we find Thoughtseize, Abrupt Decay, and a bunch of lands. So not what we're looking for. We are looking for... Oh, actually, that's pretty fun. So Abrupt Decay can't be countered, so it can go through Ward, but not Hexproof. Thoughtseize... We can't Thoughtseize and Vanishing Verse. We only have 1 Swamp. That's awkward. Let's take the Decay, I guess. Alright, this is pretty awkward. So we're going to Verse and kill Saram. And I guess just say go. Again, only 1 Swamp in the deck. So can't crack that for black. We could play Izzet Reborn, but... Jared! Happy birthday! Jared, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Jared. Playing some Pioneer, folks. Whoa!
No, that's a lot of damage.
All right. 4 mana, put a counter on Toadstool Admirer. That is a powerful effect. The Aggro Toad. Let's get, I don't know, second white here, I guess. White, black. Yeah, I think we're good. White. Green, blue, red. So, like, if we draw Vanishing Verse... I'm just going to cast Izzet Reborn, right? Alright, so 6/6, ETB, each color pair I get a card. I don't think that's how this card is supposed to work, but sure. We'll get one card. I ain't Frank Karsten, all right? But that had to have been fairly improbable to only hit one card with Niv Mizzet Reborn. They play Saram, sure. And they have Get Lost. Okay. They have an Aura, they kill us. Well, that was about the worst possible draws you could have in both games. Mulligans galore, just... What are you going to do, right? You just got to shrug and move on to the next game. That's just how Magic works sometimes. So no worries. Mind-boggling odds called in chat. I wonder what the odds... are the odds better for whiffing with Niv Mizzet? Or hitting one of each... That's got to be whiffing, right? Yeah, hitting one of each color pair. That seems pretty ridiculous. I don't know. Alright, this hand is not great, but we're going to keep it. It's fine. Cornucopia helps a little bit. I feel like the games don't start on Triome are rough. They play a Triome, sure. Again, no black mana, but sure. Again, Cornucopia is going to do some work here. McIntyre, happy to hear it, my friend. Happy to have you. We draw a Blazemire Verge. Alright, let's just freaking play Valky, I guess. Go get him, Loki. God of Lies. Trickster God. Clown. They're going to push it in response. They're playing Enigmatic Incarnation, probably. Yeah, they got their Zers and their Overlords. Basically just playing standard. No Yorion. Yeah, it must just be a tight Enigmatic deck. Wasn't everywhere. I would draw a Niv Mizzet. So they can Zur their Overlord if they have an untapped land. That's kind of brutal. We can't even Binding. Man, we are drawing pretty poorly. Pretty poorly indeed. Let's play a Verge and Cornucopia and just say go. We have the cover up to hit both of these, I guess, but definitely not the most inspiring of draws. They're gonna Vanishing Verse the Cornucopia. What a freaking jerk! Just trying to not be mana screwed for once, you know. Let me draw Bring to Light. All right. Well, we've got a Binding up. Sure. We have Yorion. Can't cast cover ups. Our mana's bad. Yeah, let's just say go. You imagine that? Can you imagine that? Unbelievable. Alright, they're going to Overlord again. Sure. Everywheres. So next turn they can Zur and attack. We don't really want to use a Binding, so we're just going to cast the cover up anyway. I guess we could just like try and tag one of the Overlords. This kind of blows, but sure. Problem is we're just like not doing anything otherwise. Draw a Triome. Okay, so draw a Triome. We're going to let them... Actually, we still don't have... Well, now we have Bring the Light, so we can cast a Wrath, so we're just going to buy Yorion. Let them play Zur and animate their thing. We'll cast Bring to Light for Sunfall and go from there. Here's Zur. Playing a standard deck, basically. So they animate their Overlord. Attack for 5. Get it everywhere. Still have Zur and 4 cards in it, or 3 other cards in hand. Buying Companion, Sorcery Speed. Yep. They're going to shock in at Watery Grave. That's interesting. We can draw a Sylvan Caryatid. Alright, so what am I going to do, right? Should I cast freaking Bring to Light? So, cast Bring to Light. Is it going to do it right? I hate doing things manually. Is it going to do it right or no? Alright, so let's just, sure. Black, red, blue, white, green. Kind of wanted to just let it ride, see what happened, but... Alright, so we're going to cast Sunfall. It's the window card. And, go. Japan Obvious, my friend. What's up? First time chatter greetings, my friend. Didn't know I played Arena. Well, I'm happy to have you. Welcome now, you know. Verse. Oh my god. Yeah. Here's Zur. If we have black, cover up. No black mana, though. We're having trouble here today, folks. We're having trouble. Niv Mizzet is not good. We're just going to pillage the bog for land, I guess. Try and set up cover up next turn. So... Look at the top 10 cards for Impulse. You might just think of Black Source here, honestly. Up the Beanstalk is also tempting. We can always just Binding this. We can't, actually. It's got X-Proof. I'm kind of greedy. I might just take the Beanstalk. Let's try and draw land that way. This is tough. This is tough. Could just take the land, set up for cover up. I guess we have Niv Mizzet too. Alright, I'll be conservative. It's boring. It's boring, but whatever. Play this. Say go. So, looking for a cover up. We can also do the thing. We can exile their Zers, probably. Alright, so... Take a hit. Why did this go back to be... Wait. Target? I'm good. Hi. How you doing?
Waka waka.
Nothing to see here. Maybe I should have chump blocked, but... They have Spell Piercer negate. What are we gonna do, you know? We're gonna untap. Draw Banishing first. 6, 7. And if they have a counterspell, you know, I don't know what we can do, you know, like we're gonna exile the Pillage the Bog and the nope, sorry. Exile the non-multicolor cards. We have the Niv Mizzet. Hey, Mini Basher! Thanks for downloading the game, supporting the content. Cover up! Cycle or Fiend's Tower. That's a good sign. Yes. Alright, so we're going to exile the Overlord or the Zur. Probably Zur, right? We've already dealt with 2 Overlords and 2 Zurs. But this feels like one of the more annoying cards in their deck. Get rid of the Zur. Their hand is Overlord of the Mistmoors, Binding, Fatal Push. Their deck is Mistmoors, Bindings, a bunch of Overlords, Beans. No Enigmatics. They're just playing Beanstalk, a million Overlords. It's like a standard deck, basically, just better mana. Sure. Alright, that's good. And... Unfortunately, the Overlord's pretty good. You now use both of our sweepers. Which is not ideal, but... And they have Binding for my first thing. I have Version Binding, but... Here's the Overlord. They're actually going to Impending it, not cast it. Sure. We can play Niv Mizzet Supreme. It is hexproof from monocolored. And then each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has 2 colors as Jumpstart. So you can Jumpstart, Bring to Light. You need to have a land for that, but... So we could, like, hold your Fiend's Tower. I kind of want to just play it, honestly. Also makes my Binding cost 1. Yeah, let's play this tower. Play the tower, leave up a white. Cast the Mizzet Supreme. They can't push it. They can't Binding it. It blocks the 2/1s. They got a mystery card. We have Binding of our own here, too. We jump starting. Alright. They are coming in. We're blocking. What's the deal? Take some damage. Down to 6. Hard cast Overlord of the Mistmoors. Sure. So, like... We don't want to binding this, so let's binding back, obviously. Our binding is, like, pretty bad on this. This thing's coming off. Draw a land we can bring to light. I'm just binding a token, honestly. Just stay alive here. It's pretty bad elsewise, because they have their own bindings. Yeah, just do this. Today we're playing Enigmatic. We're playing Bogles. We're playing a Lotus Field deck. Super cool guy. Reset, thanks so much. Oh, it's any card. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Retrace. I'm just an old boomer. Sorry. My name is Jim. Hi, welcome to the stream. Old boomer Jim here. So we get to Retrace and get a Niv Mizzet of the other Niv Mizzet. And then have Verse up also. We'll discard the Caryatid. This is pretty good for us. Oh, you also have a Naked Binding for our Yorion too, which is cool as well. Let's get a Plains. We're to pay the mana. Discard a Caryatid. Get the other Niv Mizzet. I'll see how this one does, alright? Here we go. How's this one gonna do? Survey says 3. 3's pretty good.
Pointless nostalgia.
Alright, 3's fine. I'll accept 3. Take all 3. And then we have Knight of Autumn, Vanishing Verse, Colligans. We just Knight of Autumn, the Overlord. I like that too. Ship it. I missed the stupid animations too. Big tilt. Alright, so kill this.
Get off my plate.
Now we're starting to do it right. I can even attack here, I think, right? Just jam. They can't Zur me. They could have a Wrath, but our hand's pretty juiced, so. Fatal Push the Knight of Autumn. Rats. I guess we can go to 2 here. Maybe this is a little aggressive. If they binding Niv Mizzet, I just like undo it and get it back. They have go for the throat, sure. Special Pioneer Brews on the horizon. Nothing super crazy play. Here's Omnap, but no lands. Alright. I think my attack was a little frisky. I'm not gonna lie. I take full responsibility for my slightly frisky attack. We can Omnath, pillage the bog, and still have Verse up, or we can Yorion, blink binding, and have multiple things up. If I knew pillage the bog was gonna find a Fable Passage, I'd be more interested in that, you know. I'm just gonna attack and play Yorion, I think, and leave up my removal spells. Alright, so let's play Yorion. Blinking Niv Mizzet and binding. Just they go. So he's come back. I'm binding a token. I have two great blockers. Being at 2 is like pretty bad. We should be at 4. I definitely play a little bad, a little loose. Little loosey-gooseys, but... And then we can K-Command to return Niv Mizzet. We can do a lot of different things here. Alright, end step. Let me just kill the... Return a creature, deal 2. So return Niv Mizzet, kill this. And draw Bring to Light. Alright, gotta go to the deck list here. Roaring Furnace, Omnath, Nahiri, Clarion. We wanna like not die. I guess Valky's gone, right? Valky's gone to something else. Yeah. Oh, I exiled. Yeah, that's right. Exile. We played Valky earlier, so we just want to like not die. That's our real goal here. Should I cast this Niv Mizzet? Cast Niv Mizzet. If Helixes in our deck, we do have 2 Helixes. Top 10. This time we hit. We did it! And Deafening Clarion, too. Oh, it's only one prepare. Never mind. So, that's unlucky. Sure, take the Helix. And then our goal is to just... We gotta kill the Overlord. I guess we're, like, dead to, like, some sort of direct damage-y thing. But... 6... We're in the stage of the game where it's, like, trying to make sure we can't die. I guess they're not playing Enigmatic. I might think they're playing Enigmatic and they just have, like, a pile of random enchantments. They're like, a la carte reset, thanks so much. Right, we saw their deck already, yeah, so it's just stack. No red Overlords. Like, no, we're not really in a danger of getting burned out, so... Just gonna upkeep Banishing Verse. Brady says, Brother Jim's streaming skills are actually kind of nuts. The soundboard, the no background from me of a dog, top of your chat, the deck list. You're impressed? Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate your impressedness. I'm trying my best. I do what I can. Gotta support the content, download the Monopoly Go game, and try out a new game for free. We're gonna win a game or two, hopefully, I think, right? You might even win a game or two. That'd be fun. I think we're in the clear. Here's a binding. Yeah, it's a binding draw card. They're at 8. If they exile my Yorion or my Niv Mizzet, I should get to return it. They're gonna exile the sure. Yeah, like winning a game. Binding again, sure. Go on. I imagine they're trying to target, like, my bindings. They just want to, like, draw a Wrath or something. I don't remember if they had any Rats. Obviously, we saw Red Equus, and I just, like, forgot because it was too long ago. So like, Alright, they hit my Niv Mizzet, so now when I Banishing Verse this, I get back my Niv Mizzet. And Overload the Flood Pits. Alright. They've done a lot of things that just don't really matter. Yeah, this deck goes over the top pretty well, obviously, so... Alright. Anything else, my friend? You can even Lightning Helix. I think Overlord of the Flood Pits is stains.
Still a
Like,
piece of garbage.
3 toughness is a joke. Alright, yeah, whatever. Just kill this. And then, attack. We can even flashback the Helix, my Niv Mizzet Supreme. Flash it back. I'm getting flashbacks, folks. I'm getting flashbacks. Upstairs. Draw your card. Whatever. Can't target Niv Mizzet.
Game.
That was fun. That was a cool game for the rude that rude Stone Rain on my my Worn Cornucopia, you know. So let's bring in our Thought Seasons and our Veto. We don't want Notion Thief, do we? What do we not want here? Despite Helix being cashed to that game, it's not particularly good against them. Deafening Clarion. Clarion's like not great. Maelstrom Pulse, Cornucopia, Vanishing Verse. Probably the case pretty bad too. Veto's cool. Notion Thief is interesting. Roaring Furnace pretty bad. Goal against Command's not great either. Like, they exile a lot of stuff. Decay does hit Zur, I guess. But, like, we have plenty of ways to kill a Zur. Right? Maybe not, I guess. Maybe you want the Decays. It's funny, our bindings aren't great because they're just at risk of their bindings. Vanishing Verse can't hit Zur. Veto, Thoughtseize. Alright, let's get the K command. Sure, leave the Decays. I kind of wanted to bring a Notion Thief, but maybe not. I guess Clarion's bad too. Nahiri the Harbinger is cool. It exiles enchantments. Sure. Ooh, boy, that's a hand. Keep this. Look at this. I got block, right? I didn't actually check to see if I block or not, but I do. So, Turn 1 thoughts, turn 2 thoughts, these and tap lands, great. They play a Verge in their first turn. These like multicolor decks are like, you really got to draw a Verge on turn. I mean a Triumph on turn 1. They have Cavern of Souls, Verge, Binding, Overlord, Go for the Throat. PU. All right. Yeah. Play this. Their mana base is. I don't even have the words for it, honestly. It's bad. Right now, they've got Cavern of Souls, Verge, Swamp. They draw a Black Overlord. I mean, a Black Overlord. A Green Overlord. That would be annoying, but... Name Horror. Alright. Green. Oh my god, are you kidding me? They had nothing. They had nothing. Literally nothing. What? I think we're still gonna win this game easily. So, we draw another Beanstalk. We gotta play Fable, right? They have Binding and Go for the Throat to answer it. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm trying to draw land. Land? No. Alright. I mean, if we don't draw lands, like, I guess we could lose this game. That's so sick, though. Oh, man. They have had some pretty heater draws. There's a Beanstalk. Here's a Binding. Draw a card. Alright. Draw land, please. Sunfell Grove. Aren't these just strictly worse than the Verges? I think that's strictly worse, but... The problem is I really want to just naturally draw land, but... I just have to play Fable at this point, sure. Play Fable, say go. It would be embarrassing to lose this game. Binding number 3. Sure. Nahiri's a fun card. I like Nahiri Boom. Yeah. Alright, we draw a land, which is good. Yeah, honestly, having some sort of, like, destroy all... I guess we have a lot of enchantments, too. But what does Nahiri do? It's like an okay Planeswalker. I don't know. I mean, this was just like, did well in a tournament, so I copied it. They have 2 cards left. Overlord's off next turn. Switch, reset, thanks so much. I might play Nahiri. We could Omnath, too. Maybe just Omnath. We could like Nahiri. That's true. We could Nahiri Fable. It's pretty good. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's pretty good. Be able to play a Nahiri and a Fable in the same turn. They have a counterspell, too. They've drawn so well this game. They had White Verge, Swamp, double Cavern of Souls, Stone, nothing. The first Overlord gets you there, you know? Alright, we draw a land. At this point, they have, like, basically infinite mana. I think I like just Omnath. I still want to win this game, which is pretty funny. But we, I guess we'll banish the Overlord. We'll just, like, play Fable, banish the Overlord, I guess. Like, we're pretty gassed up. Just casting them, is it? You know, like... If you draw a land, we can go Omnath and Beanstalk. Oh my god, leave my stuff alone. The thing is that a lot of these exchanges have been pretty bad for them, right? They've, like, Binding for my thing and already got a card. They got a card too, but they're all just 1-for-1s, you know? It's like, whatever. So, get out of here.
Get off my...
Could have versed one of these, but, like, I think we're just gassed up. I'll just stay alive. Like... There's another Overlord, sure. Like, even with them drawing really well, I think we're still favored this game, so... Draw land. Okay. So now what? Cast Niv Mizzet? Yeah, just cast Niv Mizzet, right? Cast Niv Mizzet, draw a bunch of cards. One again? All right. Am I wrong? I feel like we should average like 3 or 4, right? It's good. It's still like fine. I feel like everything that could have gone wrong this game is going wrong, and we're still going to win like pretty easily, which is nice. So, all right, say go. Like, Cycle of Triumph, sure. Like, what are they actually doing, you know? Just block and just do it again. Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna block. All right. Yeah, they're out. People are out there playing Seeds of Hope with like 2 permanents in their deck, and we're out here trying to Izzet and destroying nothing. You know. All right, so they play High Noon. Each player can't cast more than 1 spell each turn. Whatever. Like it counters Bring to Light, but like who cares? Like right? Like we're just gonna Omnath, have Decay and Night of Autumn. Yeah, this is great. Draw a card. Draw land. Cool. Actually pretty great, so draw land. Attack for 2. So there you go. Drew says, big question here. Jim, why and how did you choose your content the way you do it? You seem to be a pure spike at your core. Content doesn't really reflect that a lot of the time. Is just what draws view the best. Sponsors like to see things like your deck live and Monday not do super well, either views or return investment wise. Behind the scenes views. I mean, I just like brewing and playing Magic, you know, like obviously I love playing in tournaments, I love playing serious competitive Magic, but like I also just like playing Magic, you know, playing a lot of different decks, brewing up. My content is a reflection of me, you know. If I was, you feel like you're subtly implying that I'm selling out in the content space. If I were selling out in the content space, I would be playing Commander, obviously, and I don't like Commander at all. So I just like playing Magic, you know, and I hope my content reflects that. All right, so end step, we can cast Abrupt Decay. We can destroy one of these. Probably just the Fable back, right? Oh, never mind. I can't. That's not how Decay works, actually. So just kill High Noon. Well, sure, let's kill High Noon. Whatever, sure. I guess I could 5-ball something in response. It doesn't matter. We just can't lose. I don't think so. They kill Omnath in response. Whatever. We untap, play Beanstalk and Bring to Light, cast Nib, draw 1,000 cards. Save Decay for Zur. Why? Well, I guess if they Zur, it could, like, in theory, like, kill us in one shot, but... Yeah, I missed the Monopoly Go. Sapphire, thanks so much. We have Valky in our deck, too. We could get Tibble also. I think just getting Nib is just better, though. Like, I mean, maybe not with our luck with Izzet, but... What could they possibly be thinking about here? Like, you just sack it and deal 5 to Omnath, right? Well. Well. Oh, that's about High Noon. You best be, moving along there, partner. We fill the salt shaker. Cassian smashed our pepper shaker last night. Aww. I want to try a tablecloth on our kitchen table, rather because we have these like crappy placemats, and Cassian just pulled the tablecloth off, and the pepper thing that fell on the floor and smashed. And it's High Noon somewhere. Is that true? That's not true. It's not High Noon somewhere. Go. Mullet Hunter, the London board. We're playing that later, folks. If you're on YouTube, you can download the game. Remember, folks, first with that follow button, make sure you on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, support the content. Force lighting now, just with the poll. Alright, I don't know what's happening here, if there's salt roping or not, but... Alright, it resolved. I don't know if they were roping or what was going on there, but... Cast Beanstalk. They didn't activate it in response, which is strange, but... Alright, opponent is salt roping. Alright, we got a salt roper, folks. We gotta win! Put it in the books! Kensel, you're great also. Thanks so much. Pioneer. I think that, like, as a content creator, you have to do something that you enjoy. You burn out really fast. So, like, I do, you know, look at the numbers, see what does well, what doesn't well, you know, skew a bit towards that. But I'm also doing things that I enjoy too. It's finding the balance between the two, you know. If you only do what the numbers say, you'll be unhappy. If you only do just exactly what you want to do, like, you know, you aren't playing in the business side enough of it, you know. So, hand's great. Bring to lights for days. Got a Helix. Beanstalks. Yep, I'll be in Chicago for the Pro Tour. I'm currently qualified for Pro Tour Chicago. That is the only Pro Tour I'm currently qualified for now. And I'm queued for, I guess, the RC in Hartford. But, all right, I'll just fire up the old beans. Beaneronis. Optin. Get a little Phoenix action here. Cool. Holiday card, folks. Get your holiday cards here. If you're a subscriber or YouTube member, get in the Discord, get your holiday card. All right. They're doing the Phoenix thing. Do we just Vanishing Verse this artist talent? Saving Vanishing Verse for actual Phoenixes is kind of nice, but like, it's fine. I'm just gonna axe this. I haven't actually seen this card in play yet. I haven't played Pioneer much since this like new technology got advented. So, I guess it could be Lotus Field. They don't play Ops, right? The new Lotus Field deck is blue-red. We're playing that later, so I'm gonna do this. Trade 1 for 1, say go. I think that fundamentally how our deck works is we just want a 1 for 1 at all points because we just have so much card advantage. So here's Otawar. They're going to plot highway robberies. So something. This could still be Phoenix, I guess, but something weird is going on here, obviously. We only have one green source, which is kind of awkward as far as casting up the Beanstalk into Caryatid, like I would like to do. If we just play Nahiri, I kind of want to cast the Beanstalk, honestly. All right. Yeah, tap like this. Is Verge on? Yeah, it is. Play Beanstalk. Drew says they're good at commander players dip their fingers into 60 card. Most seem really off by competitive part while playing CDH. So it's commander. Our commander community is easily 10x the tournament player community is. Love to convert them. Hey, a player. Thank you. Your land's cool. All right, sure. I think that like local stores having like loaner decks to be like, hey, we're firing standard. Here's a deck, come play. Is a good way to do it. I think the connotation of like ornaments being like super cutthroat and stuff is like not really a super accurate one. Here's a robbery. I assume they're playing Phoenix, but Covert Memory said thanks so much. Yeah, this is Phoenix. Which consider. So I mean, they're gonna Phoenix start. And here you can also just exile a Phoenix too, which is kind of cool. We should bring to life for Niv Mizzet. Like, this feels like a pretty good matchup. Wow, that's actually that's third spell. So only one burb. They draw into the Floodmaw. I think we just Nahiri the bird. Honestly, up. They got a shock lens. 2. Here's Phoenix. All right. So even if they have Spell Pierce, I guess we drew a Triome. So now we want to like. All right, we'll play around Spell Pierce. Just exile this. They could have a way to kill the Nahiri. I guess Fiery Impulse doesn't kill Planeswalkers, right? Let's do this. Nahiri. Alright, so exile your bird.
Get off my plane.
To the Shadow Realm. Can't Floodmaw it. It's only your stuff. They're going to Fiery Impulse it response. That's fine. So, annoying, but fine. It's fair. Torch Tower does, yes. Impulse, you only play 4 of usually. Lycos. The new sub. Welcome. Happy to have you. Cruising. Look what they have to do to mimic only a fraction of our power. So probably getting Phoenix back his turn. The Helix can defend the Nahiri. And then bring to light, casting Niv Mizzet. Spell Pierce is the big thing to watch out for here, but I drafted Pioneer Masters exactly 1 time We had Mazes End in all 10 gates. It's on YouTube. Go watch it. It was a banger. Really nice one. It's cool.
Are you kidding me? That's right.
How many Mazes End kills do we get? Watch the video and find out. Petty Theft, a Up the Beanstalk. So we're desperate for a spell for Phoenix. Sure. ZT reset, thanks so much. What is going on?
I bet you weren't expecting that one, God.
All right. They bounced both my Beanstalks and gave me a fish just to get one Phoenix in play. I'm going to assume they have Spell Pierce here and they're going to use it. Which is obviously fine. Like, because what else could they have in their hand? Like, it has to be all reactive cards. So, like, sure, this is totally fine. The amount of resources they lost in that exchange is well worth the price of admission for one burb here. So, I guess we'll bring to light. I would like to beans. I mean, just beans twice. Sure, just beans. Whatever. We're not gonna die to one Phoenix. All right, do that. Do this. Night of Autumn? Sure. I want to be under the sea. Alright, fishy. Go get him, fish! Alright, take 3. Well earned, my friend. Well met and well earned. You draw Leyline Binding, sure. So, I mean, now we're just binding the bird, I think. They're going to cast an end-step Brazen Borrower. They are applying, like, some amount of pressure. Let's just cast Bring to Light, sure. Bring to Light, draw a million cards. 2 mana up for Spell Pierce. Some argument for shocking in a land, so you have white up, if they have Spell Pierce also. Sure. Let's cast this. Draw 2. Oh, mana of it for spells that I draw 2. So we draw Cornucopia, Sylvan Caryatid. We could cover up their Phoenixes, but like just put a freaking Nimbus in play, win the game, right? Like, how are they beating a 6/6 flyer that draws 4 cards? Like, more about 4 cards. We'll see. You know, we draw Valky, we draw Deafening Clarion, and we draw too many cards. Alright, so we get all 4 this time. And now we have too many cards in our hand. We'll just say go, I guess. We play Cornucopia and they Spell Pierce it. Like, we play Cornucopia, they Spell Pierce it. They play Borrower, untap, have a sick turn with Treasure Cruise and Phoenix and kill us. That, like, could happen. We're just looking for, like, the edge case scenarios here. We have Verse and Binding up. Yeah, we'll just discard Hand Size, whatever. Alright, let's just discard. We'll attack with this. We'll discard. I don't know. We're discarding stuff. Maybe we'll just, like, cast the Vanishing Verse here. Vanishing Verse this. They fire it, impulse it. We should cast Binding. Spell Pierce, sure. Alright, so there's to cast that. It's fine. So, here's a Borrower. They have a lot of work to do. Discard Valky, Caryatid. Kind of like Cornucopia, actually. So it gains some life. Colligan's Command, say go. So they gotta beat the Niv Mizzet and my board. I mean, they could have like a... I had the Binding too, so but they could have like a, you know, Lightning Axe, discarding a Phoenix, Cash Treasure Cruise. Alright, well, that's what I said we were to start. Sure. And then like cast Cruise, find 2 more Phoenixes and kill us that way. That could happen, but... we bind him for discard, we draw 2 more cards. Have to discard more cards, so... Spike Field Hazard. All right, you got me. Going to combat. That was only 2 spells. Draw. Draw. Alright. Down to 7. Love the cornucopia here. Beans is pretty wild, I agree. Here's cornucopia. And then we're going to cast... I guess we don't want to cast... Bring to life and a spell pierce. So their hand is obviously all reactive cards, right? They've had the problem of just like not doing enough things proactively. I'm just gonna cast Knight of Autumn and gain some life. Honestly, and just not die. Cast this. Gain 2. Gain 4. This game is literally just about not dying, so. And then we say play Triumph, say go. We'll decay the borrower on the turn. I actually have a big cornucopia fan. I'm surprised there's only 1 copy of this deck. This card's kind of gas. Like, Picklock Prankster, sure. Alright, get out of here.
Get off.
They're still trucking.
Plane.
You know, they're still coming in. Donate 1 million subs to win this game with only the fish. Well, there you go. Only a fish. That's all I ever attack with, and I won the game, right? So pay up. Pay up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so we're going to bring in Rest in Peace. Campbell. Notion Thief is too bad against a deck playing a million Lightning Bolts. Thoughtseize Push, not great either. I think Roaring Furnace can go. Single target removal spells that don't exile Maelstrom Pulse. Clarion's like interesting, but I don't know. It's K Command's pretty bad. Knight of Autumn. Night kills the enchantment. Actually, it's not bad. Argue for Spelunking over Cornucopia. I mean, I love Spelunking too, but gaining life is like pretty awesome. This deck, as you saw that game, we literally just need to stay alive and we'll win any long game. So life gain's like huge, you know. Rest in Peace. Vanishing Verse. Abrupt Decay is like honestly not great. Helix keeps us alive at least. Alright, sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna be tricky with Notion Thief. Ba, 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 ba. Doo, 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 doo. Hey, Solar Grottos, we did it!
Bingo!
Thanks, folks. Nobody Matt plays Monopoly Go a lot. I haven't played it yet, but... Alright, so... This hand's, like, honestly not great, but I think we're going to keep it. That's a good draw. Fix the mana a little bit. It is true that the dopamine hit from Notion Thieving a Treasure Cruise is pretty cool, but... Does Cassian sing? Yes. Cassian loves to dance and sing. He's a happy boy. Oh my.
Get off my plane.
It's not super easy to find a great target for Helix in this matchup. I think you're like okay just hitting a Phoenix and gaining some life, but that was gas. So Shredder again, and then no land. Oh my god, opponent, you're not even like trying, are you? Alright, we're gonna just play Carrot in tap land this turn. We're gonna wait. Having a shock in a land to kill this Shredder and play off curve is a little rough, so... Yeah, Cassian sings Jingle Bells, but he just goes like, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. He hasn't got that next part done yet, but... Alright, they just play Spike. Yeah, their draws have been pretty bad, honestly. Our draws have been really good this game. We really found every last little bit this game. Our opening hand was like okay, and then we just drawn perfectly. So let's get a swamp, complete the Wooburg, cast Abrupt Decay, buy Yorion. That is the second spell, I guess. They got me, but Pancake Manor. Never heard of that before. It's only passage, but they sort of prankster. Their draws have been so bad. Alright, 4th mana, Artist Talent. Okay. I mean, we're going to play Knight of Autumn. I guess we're going to Pillage the Bog, too. We'll plot Pillage the Bog. Alright, play this. Fear Symmetry, interesting idea for a series I could do. Not sure you'd want to do it, but the idea is to have 10 constructed decks and see how far in rank you can go. Things if you lose a match with the deck, you can't use the deck again. It's a fun idea, but it's a little hard to, like, having a show needs to be super clear of what you're doing. Aether Gust. Yeah, whatever. I feel like a lot of, still too many conditional cards, you know. Phoenix is a deck that thrives off of just, like, velocity. Let's put it on top, sure. Gotta plot this and say go. Like, what order do I play them in? Like, 10's a lot of decks. Just, I don't know. A lot of moving parts there. 3rd Shredder. They cruising? They cruising. Alright, so cruise, sure. Cruise and connive. We got a impulse for 12 next turn. Gotta have a clear goal, yeah. Alright, so I mean, I guess we're bogging, right? It's annoying with the tap land and bog as far as like, to play tap land first, do bog. Want to play landfall first? Let's just play Omnath, whatever. Let's play Omnath. Play Omnath. They have Mystical Dispute, whatever, sure. I'll just play a land and bog. We're at 28 life, so whatever. King of the Hill, that's fun. How many switches to Mythic? That's interesting. Trying to find a way to do like a Bronze to Mythic run in Constructed and make it like interesting is tough. But my first Bronze to Mythic run was Constructed. I'm gonna take the non-negatable one. But like I just kind of like randomly played and swapped decks. There was no cohesiveness to it at all. It's on YouTube. You can go find it. It's just like 6 hours of me playing like, you know, random decks and like stuff. So, not super compelling. It's hard to know like what, you know, like where do you, when do you change decks? What do you know, are you just playing mono red for 14 hours and trying to do as fast as you can? Are you changing deck? It's like really hard to like quantify how you want to do it, make it clean and understandable. If they have like a Disdainful Stroke for this Niv Mizzet, they could win this game. Alright. Play around Dispute. An Aether Gust would be annoying. I should go again next turn, obviously, though, so... Alright. Niv Mizzet time! Alright. 2. Are we happy with 2? We're not happy with 2? I'm not very happy with 2. Bring to Light and Deafening Clarion. Alright. I mean... Obviously, casting Clarion here does nothing. Bring to Light, I mean, if it resolves is good. Alright, we'll just say go, I guess. I guess we'll attack for 2, but... Yeah, right? Where are the Vanishing Verses at? Why do they stop doing animations on cards? Money. They're cheap. Should hire more people. They don't, so... End step. Brazen Bar... Damn, man, that's aggressive. Sure. Brazen Borrower and I Niv Mizzet Reborn. And say... Yeah, alright. Consider. Animations are cool. That is a plus to playing Pioneer. Is that a null? Ooh. I love a null. A null is gas. 1 mana counter target one mana counter target enchantment or artifact. All right, they got 1 Phoenix. Yeah, all right. Trying to cycle this Triome, right? They cruising again? Woo, boy. Man, their hand shaped up this game. Jeez. All right. Can we, like, dive his turn? They have some way to discard another Phoenix. We're not dead, but that's 7? Oh, we are dead. Oh, my God. What an insane game. All right. I would say, I think we got a little unlucky this game, but that's all right. We'll go to game 3. Remember, folks, holiday cards. Better get your info in. Sunday's the cutoff. Every year I send a holiday card, a signed Jim Davis Goblin token, and a few other goodies to my subscribers and YouTube members. Twitch subscribers, YouTube members. It's $5 a month to join pile drivers. One of the many perks. Join if you haven't joined, and if you have joined, get in the Discord. All the info's there. Fill out the form, and I'll mail you a holiday card, some goodies. Sunday I'll be doing that. Start getting those together. On the play. Campbell's makes some good. All right, sure, this is fun. Campbell's Nib Izzet binding. We have the sheep binding. Beanstalk. I don't want to get spell pierced, but I can't resist, so bring it on. Be a nasty spell pierce. I will attempt to send to Canada, yep. Alright, we're going. Spell pierce is, yeah, also my favorite cards. Artist talent. So, do we Campbell or do we just get rid of the talent? I think we just Campbell, right? Let's play Plains. Campbell's online. Because I also can play a 1-mana binding later, so. Ledger Shredder. They have an Impulse, too? They leave an Impulse? Oh, Lightning Axe, sure. Alright, that's fine. Didn't discard a Phoenix, so not too bad. So, discard another Lightning Axe. Alright, so we draw Bring to Light. So what are we going to binding here? Is it the Shredder or the Talent? I think it's the Shredder. Play land. Binding Shredder. Draw a card. Draw another Campbell. Sure. It's binding this. Just say go. We get all Nivy next turn. We can Bring to Light if we want to. They got 3 cards. It's a cruiser bust here. They got a cruise. Sure. Feature origin story. Sure. We draw Sylvan Character. They have 1 mana up, so Mystical Dispute, a real possibility here. I'm just going to jam Campbell and carry it, I think. Take my time. Play around Dispute. Campbell's pretty sick against them. They're also down 2 axes, so I doubt they have Impulse in their deck post boards. They might have an axe or 2 to deal with this. That's really it. So every non-creature spell drains for 2. I'm a big Campbell fan. I love this card. Minnie, new sub, welcome. Happy to have you. Now Campbell was an advisor on Kaladesh. Campbell didn't want to be an advisor. All Campbell wanted to do was to make soup. That's it. His grandmother's soup recipe was a banger. But he was conscripted into the public service. And now he's Campbell, Consul of Avocation. Thank you. Thanks, Evan Stephan. You're great. All right, so once again, they have what up here? They have the thing up, the dispute. They definitely have mystical disputes, like not even close. We can just like cast Brain Delight and make them counter it so we can cast the Izzet next turn. Yeah, I'm fine with that, honestly. Cast Brain Delight. Gonna assume it works properly. Draw a card. He's an unwilling bureaucrat. Correct. Not Kaladesh anymore. Now it's I don't know what the new name is, but Talent. Sure, that's the plan. So draw a card. This is still a good exchange for us. Avishkar. I like Avishkar. It's a cool name. I'm in. Beans again. Sure. Attack for 2. So attack for 2 with binding up. Don't want to hit this talent. I think I do. Hit this thing. Say go. If you're mad about the change, find something important in life to devote yourself to, but it's not completely frivolous, meaningless things, because it does not matter at all. Like, I honestly think that, like, they changed it for a good reason. If they... Ooh, that's fun. If they had just not said why they were changing it and made it a story beat, it probably would have been better. So you don't have all, like, the losers on the internet being like, oh, woke culture or whatever and stuff. So, like, I think that might have been a mistake on their part, but whatever. So, right, like, in the lore, like, they had the name change anyway, but... All right, so... We don't want to die to Crackling Drake. Okay, that... We probably were going to die to Crackling Drake there. We were trying to figure out how to find it best to not die. But yeah, all right, cool. So, deck's sweet. Don't get boggled, you know? All right, so 2-1. Honestly, this deck's kind of gas. Like, just like Dirtle, draw cards, kill things. Obviously, the mana's a little wonky. It's a little bit inconsistent, but being able to go over the top of or literally anything is kind of gas. And definitely, I could not tell you if this is like the right build or not. There's a bajillion variables in this deck. The mana base, what one of two targets to play, how many multicolor cards to play, how many early cards to play, how many sweepers. So there's a million questions to answer. This like just was played by someone to a good finish in a tournament, so I copied it. But the deck's fun, honestly. Now it's playable on Magic Online or Magic Arena. So let's move on here. So YouTube folks don't go nowhere. I mean, stream folks don't go nowhere. YouTube folks go watch the video, I guess. But YouTube folks like, comment, subscribe, and let's do this.